Welcome back, YouTube.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Frankie Kallie, where we take you along on our adventures, talk to you about our goals, and share weekly vlogs. Today, we are going to be talking about living in Minnesota.
So you want to live in Minnesota. So let me tell you right now, it's negative 23 degrees here right now.
Yeah.
Just before you think about moving here, but there's still a bunch of pros. So I'll start off with that. Pro number one is we have over 10,000 lakes. I'm pretty sure
lot.
Technical term is around 11,300, but we don't have to really.
Too technical.
Yeah, whatever. So we have around 3 lakes in our area right now.
That are less than 15 minutes to get to.
And then a pond. So yeah, you can kayak, you can paddleboard. We have beaches on almost every single lake, and you'll know that that's going to be a popular thing here if you do move here.
Especially in the summer. That's like the place to be.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do.
Pro number 2, friendly people. Frankie and I have both lived in Minnesota for 23 to 24 years, and the people are so nice. Minnesota nice.
We did not find that.
We didn't. Minnesota nice is a real thing. We'll go on walks and strike up a conversation with strangers all the time, and people will go out of their way just to help you. So just know that if you move here, it is real.
Pro number 3 is just short and simple. The cost of living here is very, very low compared to other cities, which is one thing I love about here, because then you can afford your snowmobiles, paddleboards, kayaks, bigger house.
You get more bang for your buck here.
Also, apartments aren't that expensive here either, so whether you're renting or leasing or just trying to own a home, it doesn't cost much. So.
Number 4, outdoor activities. If you live in Minnesota, you should probably be an outdoorsy person, because there are endless opportunities to spend time outdoors doing something fun. In the summer, there's biking trails, hiking,
kayaking. That's my favorite.
Swimming in the lakes. In the winter, there is skiing. You could snowmobile, snowshoe, really anything for any season.
Because we have warm weather, we have cold weather, we have apple picking weather.
We experience all of the seasons.
Pro number 5, we have a really, really clean state.
Yes.
I've been to a bunch of other states, and I know how it is, but in Minnesota, you can ask anyone that's from here. There's no such thing of a dirty city here.
Right, like downtown Minneapolis doesn't smell like garbage. There's not a lot of graffiti or trash on the street, and same with all of the towns. And we also have a great snow removal system, which is very important for this time of year. We're in winter right now, and shortly after a snowfall, the roads are really well kept up and salted because of the ice and everything. So it's great.
And another thing that you should have is a friend that has a snowplow.
Yes.
You will learn that it gets negative. It's negative 23 degrees right now.
Yeah.
And snowy, so it's just.
Or a neighbor with a snowmo or push snow.
Oh yeah.
Call those? Yeah. I don't know. We don't have one. Number 6, great school systems. Our state has over 200 colleges and universities, and the town we live in now has 3 universities, which is a lot for the size we live in. And we also have nationally ranked public and private high schools, and that's just another thing. There's immersion schools, there's charter schools. There are so many opportunities for education, and it's wonderful. People actually move here just because of our school system.
We also have a very diverse school system here as well.
Yes,
so
that's true.
Pro number 7 is Mall of America. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's the biggest mall in, it's not the world, but
I think so.
Okay, but it is a supreme shopping center for anything you want. We
4
have
floors.
It takes 2 whole days to actually visit every single store there, and then in the middle of it we have a freaking amusement park. Yeah, you may have heard of Camp Snoopy, or what is it, Nickelodeon Universe now?
It's Nickelodeon now.
But there's literal roller coasters that go around the mall.
It has everything you need, seriously. If you think of it, it's probably in there. Okay, these next 2 ones could be seen either as a pro or con, depending on your preference. The first one is the weather. So like we mentioned, it is winter now, and it's negative 22, and we have a lot of snow. Looking outside the window, we probably have 6 inches of snow right now. So if you are all about that snow and the cold wintry weather, then this is the place for you. But on the flip side, our summers are hot and humid. Oh my goodness, hot and humid.
You
And
get the best of both worlds.
yes. Summer is also short. We have a short summer and a long winter. It doesn't actually get warm out until like the end of May here, and winter starts as early as November. No, this year it actually snowed in October. It started in October.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk more about it.
And I'm pretty sure we got a snowfall around May last year.
Yeah.
So
It's just always an adventure. And the next thing is 68% of our population lives within the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area. And maybe that's a pro for you if you want to live in the city and you really enjoy that kind of life. Maybe it's also a con if you live in a suburb, and 68% of our population lives in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area. If you are thinking to live somewhere else besides the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area, we really don't have another metropolitan area. You could think of Duluth or Rochester, but it's not the same. So any other town outside of the suburbs is really not small, but it's not super big either. Like the town we live in has a population of 75,000, and yeah, it has like a good amount of stuff, but it takes an hour and a half to get to the cities, and there's just more things to do in Minneapolis. So depending on what you like, that could either be a pro or a con.
Right, so con number one is the job opportunity. So obviously with any other metropolitan area, job market is gonna be thriving. There's gonna be a lot of headquarters, corporate jobs you'll be able to take on. But like we were talking about before, most of the people live in the metropolitan area, Minneapolis. So if you're kind of in the outside of that, it may be a little harder to find a job.
With a lot of competition too.
Yes.
Con number 2, taxes. I know, no one's favorite. So I own a house and a car and have a job all within Minnesota, and OMG, just they take all my money. That's what it feels like. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Like they take a third of your paycheck, which is a lot. And my house, like this property taxes are relatively high in comparison to other cities, and same with my car. It's just not that enjoyable.
All right, so con number 3 is the winters are bad.
Brutal.
Especially for someone I've been here for 20 years and I'm still not that used to it.
Winter, like for me specifically, it is just so much effort. Like you have to bundle up, you have to get the long jacket, you have to put on your hat, you have to put on your mittens. If you're carrying a purse, it hardly fits over your shoulder. If you don't have a garage that's attached to your house and you're bringing in groceries from your car, it's just a mission. And mentally, it's a lot more work too, because it's just like you can't go outside, you can't go on walks. Well, you could, but who wants to want to walk on negative degrees days? Like, I don't know.
And then the roads are slippery, dangerous. I personally just want to move somewhere warm.
Scraping off your car if it snows, or if there was ice, and letting your car run for 20 minutes just so you can drive it. It's hard work, you guys. It really is.
It's brutal.
But if you have an indoor garage and it's heated, that is the way to go. But we do not have that luxury. So here we are, complaining about it. Con number 4, the bugs. Oh my goodness. In the summer, the bugs are insane. They are almost unbearable, especially at like peak times. Because we have so many lakes and bugs like water, we have so many bugs. And it can honestly make you just stay inside because they are so bad. And yes, you can use bug spray and citronella candles, but sometimes it just doesn't cut it.
Yes.
And
sometimes it's just way too harsh.
it is. And like you'll just get covered in welts. Like I react to bugs or bug bites really bad. So they last on me for like 2+ weeks, and it's miserable.
All right, con number 5 is road construction. I hate it. It adds 15, 30, 45 minutes to our drives. Imagine road construction on slippery roads in the winter, late for work. I mean, I know it is bad in other states, but just in the winter.
It is nice that they're trying to make the roads nicer. Like, of course, we're appreciative of that. But like, it just takes forever. Like, one of the major highways to get up to Minneapolis from where we live, it was on like year 2 for road construction. Yeah. It takes forever. All right, guys, so those are our pros and cons for living in Minnesota. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new, and maybe we changed your mind. Maybe you want to move here, maybe you don't now. We do know that we are moving, but that's just because we want to experience something new. We have no hate against Minnesota. We love it. We were born and raised here, but we just want to try something new. So leave us a comment below if you are going to move to Minnesota, if you plan to visit, or if you're leaving now, let us know.